Alright, perfect. Sorry about that. Alright, perfect. Thank you. Alright, Spiral the Tech Man saving us once again. I'm still not really used to the new setup here, so unfortunately a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are back. And looks like Ludwig off to a familiar lead, and he has really been able to live to absurd percents against everybody tonight, so that's very interesting. But Cedric will not let that last any longer, gets the up throw, and this game is one combo away from being even. And we know Kirby can have massive damage output in the right circumstances. Alright, unfortunately no tech chase there. Kirby being a little bit too slow, and will eat the reversal kill on the end of LudwigFrog. Alright, Ludwig kind of just jumping around. Understandable against Kirby, you know, you don't want to fight him, you know, straight up on the ground, because Kirby having one of the best ground games in all of Smash. So you really need to fight him either away with disjoints in the air, or if you're Ludwig and Greninja doesn't have any really disjoints besides forward air, you kind of gotta play your way around the air. Alright, but a few trades here, and Ludwig is really building up the percent. Alright, but just a little bit of back and forth chip damage here, not really anything big. Game really slowed down, but we'll get the down tilt up smash. That is the Ludwig classic confirm. And Nerd will take that right to the face. And LudwigFrog's capacity to find these down tilts is just crazy. Like, he's gotten so many, like, I think stock 2 was like down tilt into forward air at like 90%, right? And like just down tilt dash attack, and just always, you know, he always has down tilt on deck and always able to find it. I think it's a really fast move. I think it's like frame 3 or 4. I'm not too familiar, but I know it's extremely fast, and that move is crazy. And Ludwig is always putting himself in the right positions to find it. Oh, almost a big opening there, but unfortunately missing the up air. Oh wow, massive combo. Wow, these up airs are just like, every up air is just like 10% of just pain for Nerd. Just being kept in the air as one of the flowiest characters in this game. Has a million jumps, but you know, when those jumps get caught up by more up airs, then he can be juggled for days. And Ludwig is quite the good player at finding those up airs. And he is back to a familiar lead. Oops. All right, and Ludwig has lapped the percent now and has taken the stock with a forward smash. Wow, Fair just not connecting there. And that's not what you want if you're NerdCedric. You really need some hits to get back into this. Down so much percent here. And this is not looking good. Ludwig slowing the game down, making it hard for Nerd to get any kind of leverage for a comeback. And this is a struggle. Unfortunate. Maybe seeing the Palu for game 3 here if this keeps going the way it is, but gets the back air. And some glimmers of hope for Nerd, but he needs quite a few glimmers in order to make it back from this one. And Nerd has had flashes of success with Kirby, but really just the constant neutral losses and little chip damage that has been adding up with Ludwig, and these, you know, 1-2s and little, you know, bread and butters that have just extended the lead over and over again. But it looks like Nerd is starting to finally find his way, excuse me, around Ludwig's neutral, but the up smash. And that is the move that has ended both the games for Nerd here, so gotta find a way to avoid the straight up smash and the confirms into it. Pardon, sorry? Okay. Yeah, it's 2-0, right? Okay. There we go. Perfect. All right, and we're sticking with the Kirby for game 3. All right, back on town. Very big stage. Maybe Nerd thinking he can get some kind of forward air extensions around to use that extra stage. All right, but this will be a downer. No, it won't. Great DI from Ludwig. I don't think that confirms on Greninja. Maybe a little bit too light. I'm not sure, but anyways, regardless of the drop combo, unfortunately, still 64% already on Ludwig. So way better start for Nerd here. All right, down smash. Yeah, that'll do it. That is the textbook Kirby confirm. We have been seeing a lot recently everywhere. And NerdCedric will have that right on deck. And really only taking, you know, very little percent already on stock 1. So yeah, that is the best start Nerd has had by far. You know, consistently these first 2 games he's been going down in percent off the start, right? So fantastic change in pace here. But, you know, Ludwig is really taking a chop out of this lead, which has been reduced down to, you know, 50%, but, you know, that's still a very good lead for Nerd, rather than being down 2 stocks. All right, down tilt and up smash, though. And really not able to avoid these constant up smashes. And especially on a character like Kirby that is very floaty, very light, that down tilt and up smash will connect very well, so really no way to DI that. As soon as you're getting hit with the down tilt, your stock is sealed. Oh, but misses the tech on that. Unfortunately, you don't see Ludwig drop those techs very much, but he will eat a giant F smash to the face. Oh, and there's a stock? Oh no, unfortunate misinput there. That neutral air will not be good at all. I don't know what he was really going for there. Maybe he just was going for neutral air instead of neutral B, but anyway, any of the B moves there really don't make sense to me. Except for maybe like up B, maybe trying to go for like a suicide on that. Suicide kill? Alright, gets the Nair. Realizing that the down tilt up smash is not true at that percent. Alright, and still maintains a lead of around 60 damage, so still a very good situation for a Nerd here. Oh, goes for the ledge trump, but unfortunately misses it. And Nerd visibly putting a lot more pressure on Ludwig. He now seems to be in control of this set rather than, you know, the first 2 games Ludwig was firmly in control and calling all the shots. But now Nerd is just putting so much pressure and Ludwig panicking, getting back to the stage. And because of that, will eat a back air. And that is a very solid game from Nerd with, might I add, a dropped stock at 0%. So he essentially 2-stocked him. So yeah, that was a very strong game there from Nerd. All right, that's it. Nerd finally getting on the board here. All right, where are we going? Back to town? All right, Nerd hydrating for game 4. All right, they're going to Hollow Bastion. I love the confidence from Nerd to stay Kirby, you know, even though games 1 and 2 were kind of, you know, a bit of a blowout for Ludwig. You know, doesn't panic and switch characters, you know, trusts in his ability to adapt with Kirby. And his decision really paying off in game 3 there. That was a decisive win. All right, and already a lot of damage, 39. Recognizing that, you know, if we went for the regrab, it doesn't work on Greninja, right? The downer will whiff. So it instead adapts and gets I would say, which is the second best possibility, which is dash attack. All right, an impeccable play here. Dang, but Ludwig being patient, able to really find his way around Nerd's movement, and is rewarded with about 40% on that interaction. Yeah, and the damage is just piling up. You know, Ludwig seems to be really good at getting this chip damage once he decides to slow the pace of the game, right? But Nerd really takes advantage when Ludwig panics and tries to, you know, rush things. But as soon as Ludwig takes a slow, he tends to get more kills like that, and another stock will be dropped at under 100% for NerdCedric to the down tilt up smash. So that has been a big problem for him this set, unfortunately. All right, but gets the reversal of the situation. Putting a stop to Ludwig's just constant chip damage. All right, Ludwig doing some more jumping around. I think Ludwig's really realized that playing it slow is the way to approach this set, so NerdCedric really struggling to change the pace back to, you know, a more quick, scrappy, you know, in-your-face kind of game. Oh, but finds kind of a very offbeat dash attack there, but, you know, these players have conditioned each other beyond my comprehension, so dash attacks like those will happen, I guess. A lot of just dash dancing, just, you know, feeling the other person. And what is that? Is that another stock drop to down tilt up smash? Again, under 100%? Ludwig just crazy with these down tilts. And, you know, Kirby's a character, you know, like run arounds and shields a lot, so I guess, you know, you want to catch that dash, you know, the dash dancing with the down tilt. And that's been a problem option for Nerd here. Oh, will he get reversaled? He will. The up B will seal it. Yeah, that is the Greninja trump card there, the up B hitbox. Quite an unfortunate way for it to end there. But if you're Ludwig, that was a pretty good set besides that one game. Just a solid grasp on the other three.